investigative stories that make a difference. The I-Team.
A local woman who battled with her insurance company over a flood claim that was denied is revealing to the I-Team how she finally won.
She got it all on video as Hurricane Irma flooded her Avondale home, but the insurance company initially refused to pay. Tarek Miner has information that could help you get your money if you are in an insurance war.
We're not revealing the name of the insurance company because the woman you're about to meet is still waiting for them to cut the check. But she wants to share her story because it could help other flood victims. As you'll see, just a few small details in her flood insurance policy proved to be the difference between her family getting the money to rebuild or going bankrupt.
The yard is underwater.
Nobody thinks a flood this catastrophic is going to hit Avondale.
When Dawn Dust paid for her flood insurance policy on August 11th, this hurricane named Irma wasn't even a rain shower. But exactly 1 month later, on September 11th, all of Jacksonville felt her wrath.
Middle of the night, about 3 o'clock in the morning, we started hearing the winds woke us up. My car was actually flooded and the engine was flooded. We lost the whole downstairs. We lost 3 cars.
While the floodwaters were rising inside her home, Dust says she realized she hadn't even opened her flood insurance policy. She was floored to find out that according to her insurance company, she had 0 coverage on September 11th.
We open up the flood policy and it says an effective date of September 16th. And that's a really, your heart just falls into the floor and you realize that not only are you going to lose everything, but you're going to go bankrupt. You can't recover from this.
There's a 30-day waiting period for a flood insurance policy to take effect, so Dust had thought that she would be covered. But rather than take no for an answer, Dust did extensive research on her own, proving her insurance company accepted her payment on August 11th, but the money didn't clear until August the 16th. A deeper search of federal insurance laws revealed the waiting period for flood policy starts as soon as a resident submits their payment.
The withdrawal from our bank account didn't occur until the 16th. So that date matches to where that 16th came from, and I suspect that somebody who was doing the paperwork saw the payment come in on the 16th and put that as the effective date, but that's not the law.
After dozens of phone calls and even the threat of taking legal action, the insurance company agreed to cover damage. Dust wants other flood victims to learn from her mistakes. If you are moving, don't allow any gaps in insurance coverage. Save all your communications between your agent and insurance company. Read the policy for yourself just as soon as you get it, and don't rely on someone else to read it for you. Be honest and organized, and be prepared to take legal action.
If you don't ask the questions, you may be at a disadvantage.
Jimmy Petronas is Florida's chief financial officer, and his department helps Floridians with insurance issues. He suggests policyholders also understand what insurance companies call a grace period when it comes to coverage.
The insurance carriers, even in that particular case, the insurance carriers are going to carry a certain amount of liability coverage. And they'll realize that there's going to be some grace periods where maybe some of these policies can be executed and put into action. I'm just glad she found a solution and that it worked out for her.
It's also important to point out that flood insurance laws are constantly changing in response to recent hurricanes. For example, following Hurricane Harvey, FEMA extended the amount of time you have to renew your current policy from 30 days to 120 days. That gives you 4 months to submit payment before your policy expires. I'm Tarek Miner, Channel 4, the local station.